Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time here, welcome. My name's Oscar. This is Emily.
Hi.
My wife Emily. And this is Leia back here, our new star of the show. So today's topics: traveling with Princess Leia, German Sheppard. 13-hour drives and retirement. Right back after the intro. Hey guys, thanks for sticking around. So today, it is Monday, June the 23rd. Guys, we're July practically. It's like Christmas is next week. Crazy, man. Time is just going so fast. So, Monday, those of y'all that follow me on the channel, Monday is travel day. And we're at it again. 13 hours back to Little Rock, Arkansas. I love that state. This time, as in the title to the video, we are traveling with Princess Leia. Right here. Leia, say hi. Say hi, Leia. There she is. So it's a little bit different, you know, traveling with dogs or with pets. And Leia's no different. But she's really good at, you know, in the vehicle, in the truck. And we'll stop every now and then, you know, let her kind of stretch her legs and take a little potty break. So, yeah, we left. Let me see, I've been off since, now probably about 10 or so days, 11, 12 days, something like that. So we had to deal with the unfortunate passing of my mother-in-law, which is Emily's mom. So last time I went to work, I just went for like a couple of days, and then we got the news, and I came back home and been home ever since. Now it's time to go back to work. So we packed up the truck last night for the most part, and it's a little bit different with us when we travel with Leia. I have to take the cage. We have to make sure that she's got her seatbelt, her food, bowl, water, that kind of stuff, snacks. And but she's really good. She's really good in the truck, wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah, she's good. She's much better this time. Last year when we took her, it was rough the first time, but she's done great today.
Yeah, she's doing really good.
Really good.
So it just takes a little, you know, a couple of extra steps, but it's extra steps that I'm not used to doing because she doesn't really come with me when I come by myself. So yeah, but we love having her. The RV park that we're going to there, and it's actually a town called Stuttgart, Arkansas. Real nice. It's a smaller town, but it's got pretty much everything, Walmarts and all that. So the RV park is fairly small. I think it's got around maybe about 20 pads, you know, give or take. And I was lucky enough to get one. So we'll be heading back there, but it's a gated community and big open field where Leia can, you know, we can take her for walks and she can kind of check out, you know, the area there. So she's gonna have fun there. So yeah, looking forward to that, which kind of leads me into the next segment, which is 13-hour drives. So this is not just normally when we take her, you know, we're not going real far. You know, we're staying within 6 to 8 hours. This time we're going to pretty much double that. and it's a little bit different, which I don't mind because when I travel by myself, I don't like to stop. I'll stop for gas and take a restroom break, but that's pretty much it. I'm not really stopping here or going inside a restaurant to sit down to eat. I'm on the move. I want to get there. I want to unpack and get ready for the next work day. This time, 13 hours. I have Leia, and of course my wife is coming with me now. So, and we'll talk more about that here in a minute. But so we'll be stopping. I don't mind bringing Leia because we have to stop maybe every couple of hours to let her walk outside, let her go to the bathroom and whatnot. Which at the same time gives me a chance to stretch out and just not get so tight. It's like the older I get, man, the more my legs will feel it if I'm sitting down too long. So I don't mind. But of course, 13 hours, that's a long time for an animal to be inside of a vehicle, a moving vehicle at that. They get a little bit nervous. There's some dogs that love it. We used to have a Shih Tzu, Lola. Lola was a queen. I mean, she was the car queen. She loved it. And it didn't matter where. If I said, let's go, she would jump in the car and her little short legs would just be out looking out the window with her tongue all out. She absolutely loved to travel. And she passed away on us here a few years ago. So we don't have her anymore. Leia is still kind of getting used to the travel. We just don't bring her right now. But again, 13 hours, guys. That's a long time. Not only for pets, but also for us. it can get a little bit long. We left the house. We packed up yesterday, and this morning we left. About 5 in the morning, and now we're about 7:15 right now. So we're a couple hours into the drive. Now the sun's coming out, so I feel a whole lot better. When we left, it was dark, and we're moving along. So we're gonna travel 13 hours. You say, where are you at? Well, I live in South Texas. It's a little town outside of Corpus Christi, Texas, right along the coast. So the Gulf of Mexico, and we're traveling up. And now there's some people that tell me, well, just go straight up to Dallas on I-35 and then cut across on I-30 all the way to Little Rock. Well, yeah, I could do that, but I'm gonna tell you what, guys, if you have not traveled I-35, pretty much from San Antonio to Dallas, forget it, man. It is terrible. I mean, you just never know. It's like Forrest Gump said, it's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. And I'll avoid I-35 anytime I can go a different route. So basically, I come up from Corpus Christi, I drive up to Victoria, and then take 77 to 79 in Rockdale, and 79 pretty much all the way to I-30. Well, not all the way, but a good majority of the way. And then I'll hit I-30 up in Texarkana and Little Rock next stop. So it's a good road. I like it. I know all the stops. I've 27 years of railroading, and this is one road that I'm very, very used to taking. So I'm good with that. 13 hours. That's a long time. All right. Lastly, somebody here has officially retired, guys, from the teaching profession. How do you feel retirement? And coming out traveling with me now?
Well, I'm excited about coming out with you. I think I haven't had a chance to think about it with all the stuff that's happened. But I'm excited. Scared. Nervous.
So if any of you guys are, getting close to retirement, you got questions or whatever, hit us up in the comments and we'll try to answer them as best we can. I love it. I love the thought of her coming out with me all the time, or at least most of the time. So, but Emily's only 53 years old, still super, super young. So what do you plan to do as far as staying busy? Are you going to stop working or no?
No, I'm going to work part-time. Well, I'm not going to work in a brick and mortar. I'll work online through the travel agency that I'm with and learn how to be a better cook. Hopefully. Let's see how that works out, because I haven't had a chance to do that in all these years, because I would work very long hours and a very demanding and stressful job, so I'm hoping to get to do that.
All right, so most of you guys know that we're big Disney nerds. So, God bless America. There it is. Knew it was there. Sorry, guys, I was about to get into one of the passing lanes. It wasn't a passing lane, it was a turn lane. Now it's a passing lane. So, tell me about the travel area. Well, again, you guys know we're Disney nerds. We love going to Disney. This is a good little time to plug in your Disney travel stuff.
So, I do work at the agency If You Can Dream and Travel, and our agency books worldwide, but we do specialize and highly focus on Disney travel, which that is something that I love to do. I love to help families plan Disney World, Disneyland, Disney Cruise, Adventures by Disney. So that has been something I've been doing sort of on the side for a little bit, for about 7 years now. And now it's going to be my full-time kind of job. It'll get my attention and my full attention versus just part-time. And so if you've been thinking about booking a trip, follow our page. I'll have Oscar link my Facebook, Instagram, TikTok in the comments. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And for most of social media, guys, Facebook, Instagram, all that, TikTok, type in If You Can Dream or Emily If You Can Dream and Travel. It'll pretty much come up. But I'll link everything down in the description. So yeah, that's and now I'm going to tell you what, guys, when we say she's a travel planner, going to places like that, guys, I'm going to be just 100% honest, all right? It's going to cost a few dollars, all right? Disney is not known to be super inexpensive, even though they do have some what they call value resorts, which are very well priced. It's not so, from my experience and just kind of keeping my mouth shut, just listening to her talk, is it's not so much the resorts that cost a lot of money. It's going to be the price of the ticket for the parks. So, but with that said, a travel planner can make sure that every single penny that you spend is a good or a well spent penny. You don't want to. The last thing you want to do is spend all kind of money on stuff that you're just not going to be able to do. And if I was telling a buddy of mine the other day, I was saying, well, it's kind of like when you go to the grocery store and you go to the grocery store hungry and you start buying all kind of stuff that you know dang well you're not going to use or you're not going to eat, or it's just going to go to waste. This is kind of the same thing. If you don't know what you're doing, you're going to end up spending a whole lot of money and not really understanding what to do or how it works. You're going to end up missing stuff, and you're going to pay money for no reason. So a travel planner, with her experience, can make sure that your money is well spent, especially if you're in a big group. If you're taking kids, or you're taking your parents or in-laws or old senior citizens, it's fast-paced. So a travel planner can help with the planning of the rides and everything, because you just say, well, I'm going to the park and I'm going to get on everything. No. There's some rides there, guys, that if you don't have certain passes, you're going to be waiting in line for like 2 hours. But with the travel planner's help, they can make sure that you get the right package and you're able to get on the rides. Really
so,
quick.
I think what a lot of people don't realize is that every package that you book, Disney World, Disneyland, Disney Cruise, or even a hotel, you're paying for a travel agent. So whatever package you see online, that's the exact same thing I see. The only difference is you're going to have someone to call, and the same person to call and ask all of your questions. You can't call Disney and say, hey, can you help me figure out like which restaurants should I go to? What day should I go to Magic Kingdom? Should I do Epcot? All of those different questions that you have to help make your vacation the most memorable. You're not going to be able to call Disney and ask those questions.
Yeah, good luck with that.
So they'll book your trip, and yes, I booked the trip, but that is not my expertise. I guess my expertise is more of the flow of the trip, the organizing of the memories, and putting everything together so that it flows in a way that's best for your family. If that makes sense. Now, if you're wanting to book a Disney cruise, Oscar and I have been talking about the Disney cruise that we have coming up in 2026. So that's another thing about booking trips, especially one like Disney World. I recommend 6 months in advance. If you can do 12 months, 18 months, as soon as the vacation package is open, that's best. But that goes the same for Disney Cruise Line. The longer you wait, the price goes up. We're already booked for May of 2026 on the brand new ship, the Disney Destiny, and we're thinking about starting a group, right? Thought about that.
Yes.
We're talking about that. And a group meaning if you've been wanting to sail on a Disney cruise, but you're scared, you're worried, you don't know what to do, you don't know where to begin, think about going with us in May of 2026. It's a short cruise out of Fort Lauderdale on the brand new Disney Wish, brand new Disney Destiny, not the Wish. So just kind of want to put that little plug in there. But anyway, there's a lot to a Disney vacation, and I highly recommend that you go with a travel planner.
And that's, like she said, guys, calling Disney, things change at Disney almost weekly. And it's a travel planner's job to make sure that you have that information so that you don't show up and find out that, something, a rule change or a reservation changed, or maybe on your end, on the customer's side, at the last one, not the last minute, but somewhere in your planning, like, oh, so-and-so wants to go, we want to take, my parents or whatever. A travel planner can help with all this stuff. So, when there's changes to the plans, they can do this. And it takes a lot, guys. It takes a lot to wait on the phone. If you want to call Disney yourself, go ahead. Good luck with that. So, travel planner. And, and the best thing, guys, it's free. It's free. All right? So, anyway, anybody's interested in going to Disney, hit us in the comments again, or just type in on any social media, pretty much, Emily, if you can dream and travel, and it should come up. But I will link everything in the description. So, guys, retirement. This is something new. This is our maiden voyage of bringing my wife and bringing Leia. So I'm excited. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna try to do a few things there in Little Rock, and I think we've been there before. We've had a good time. Everything downtown, all of the tourist things and everything. The only thing we haven't done is gone to the Clinton library. So hopefully we'll get a chance to do that this time around. And but yeah, we're looking forward to it. I'm gonna enjoy this. And now Emily has pretty much all day to talk to you about Disney vacations, as opposed to when she was a principal of the school. She kind of had to take care of that, and then kind of do this the Disney thing in between breaks or whatnot. So now it's 100% of the time.
Yes. I'm excited about that. I'm real excited about traveling.
Yeah.
The great thing about your job is that you're in different locations, and gives us just an opportunity to explore.
Yeah, I got 3 years till I retire, guys. So we're gonna have fun with this, and the more my company has me travel, the more we're gonna enjoy it and just go out and explore, see things. I brought the e-bikes with us, so we'll be doing some of that, and hopefully, looks like good weather all week. So
I have not been on a bike since my surgery, my hip surgery.
yeah.
So,
I don't know if I mentioned it in previous videos, but Emily had a total hip replacement in December. It's past December, so we're going on 7 months now.
yes.
The doctor gave her the all clear, 100%. So it's time to get active again. And just kind of see what the bionic hip can do. But all right, guys, we are gonna get on down the road a little bit, and we'll get back with you when we maybe get to the Arkansas border. See you in a bit. All right, guys. Well, we're almost to Little Rock. It is about almost 4:30 now in the afternoon. We've been on the road since 5 a.m. Things do take a little bit longer when, especially with Leia, when you're traveling with pets. You gotta stop, and they want to sniff everything. They want to investigate and be the detective. But it's okay. We're not in any kind of big hurry. So, yeah, 4:30 in the afternoon. We're almost there. I think we are. Let's see. We are about. 1 hour and 27 minutes away. So not too bad. Should put us there right about 6 o'clock, just like we kind of figured. But yeah, traveling with Leia is a little bit different. And of course, anything we snack on inside the truck, she wants it.
Speaking of here, Leia, come on. Speaking of snacks.
Yeah.
I had lots of snacks, right? Did I do good packing snacks?
Oh yeah. Guys, I tell you what, I've always stopped. Every time I travel for myself, I stop, I get just, bad food, right? McDonald's or whatever. But with my wife here, it's her job now to kind of take care of me, and I've been eating healthy snacks like pecans and apples, peaches, that kind of stuff.
And we did even like the roll, the lunch.
Yeah.
The lunch meat, something healthy, no bread. And then he stops and says, "You want ice, right?" That's a lot.
So that's about the one bad thing we've had this trip. We stopped at one gas station with had a Baskin Robbins in it, and we had to get ice cream. So, anyways, weather's been great. The roads have been really, really good. We haven't hardly had any slowdowns. So it's all been good. How about you? What do you think?
It's been great.
Yeah, you can adjust to this retirement life.
I think so. That's been good. Just we went the back. We didn't go through Houston, so there was there was some stopping along the way because the roads and whatnot they were fixing.
Yeah.
It was good. We already made it here, and we'll be there in an hour. And I have planned and booked 2 Walt Disney World vacations for 2026, and started on a Disney cruise and a trip to California. So I have someone going to a conference and wanting to visit together. And hired a few agents, and I will be interviewing a few more, and then a train. All from the truck.
What I'm thinking, guys, is that I don't know about in the next few days, because of course, the reason we're coming up here is for me to go to work. But we'll try. And what I was thinking was to find time to do like a YouTube live or a Facebook live or Instagram live, something along those lines, and just kind of explain and answer questions about the travel agent thing or the travel planner thing. To kind of explain a little bit more about what it is that if you can dream, or Emily, if you can dream and travel, can do for you in a vacation. And that's pretty much all she's been doing all day. Just on the computer and talking to people and finding out what they are into, what they like. I think you planned a Disney cruise, right?
Yeah, well, we're in the process right now. We already narrowed it down to the Disney Wish for sure, a 5-night in August. So, yeah.
All right. Well, like I say, coming into Little Rock, so it shouldn't be too much longer now. It is, like I say, 4:30 in the afternoon, so I hope we don't hit too much traffic. But Little Rock's not really that bad. It might have a couple little spots here and there, but it's not like Dallas or anything. So, yeah, traveling with Leia, guys, it's a way different deal. Something I'm not used to. So it's kind of like a first time for all of us. And just trying to make the best of it. We're going to have a good time. So, well, let me get through Little Rock, guys, and we'll get with you when we get to the trailer park, to the RV park. See you in a bit. Did we make it?
You're exhausted.
Yeah, we made it, guys. So we left at 5 in the morning. It is 6 o'clock now. So
Is that good time?
13 hours. Yeah, it was good. We made it in good time. It's just, it's a long drive no matter how you try to spin it, it's a long drive all in one shot. But we made it safe and sound. I had the best co-pilot over here, or co-pilots, plural. So, like I say, maybe here in the next few days, if not for sure on the way home next Tuesday, we'll consider doing like a live question and answer type of Q&A type of thing on the travel planners. So that's it for us, guys. Signing off from Stuttgart, Arkansas. You got anything? We're gonna.
I couldn't hang the last 5 miles. I fell asleep.
We're gonna get the stuff off the truck, guys. We're gonna maybe get something to eat. I see a Wendy's over there. We might just go get some Wendy's and call it a night. Gotta be at work at 5 in the morning. So, all right, guys, y'all be good. And remember, like and subscribe, man. We sure would appreciate it. That kind of tells us, what we're doing, and the content is good. So we sure would appreciate that. All right, guys, we'll see you at the next one. Orale.